had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's tackled at
the success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st and 10, Cousins completes it to Watt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a game.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. but coaches often hedge their bets too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 7. Play action. It's Jackson. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And inches at the 39-yard line.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Here's a give to Yeldon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the All-Pro linebacker. It's Von Miller, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Taken down by King.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing, Cousins. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And it's incomplete to Smith. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Dallas. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
He'll have a first down past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 23. 15 yards on the play, first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. J.J. Watt, tough to stop. He gets upfield and makes the play behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is caught. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jackson now to return. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, The big guys leading the way.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Lions 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Darryl Worley there to knock that one free.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And it's caught here, Amendola. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the third-year man from NC State, it's Jalen Samuels. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It was Damon Harrison.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Aho. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Take over first.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
And 4 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Cousins. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's caught by Smith. And now look at this. Big gain, the fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Brings up
3 yards remain for second down. Jackson from the shotgun. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
32-yard line.
Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. The open man is Smith. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He completes it to Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
13-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Colts 21, Lions 7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I think it'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to prep?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he's going to The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. He may try and run for this. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, Dobbins, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff to Ingram. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Third down, Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Colts add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Yeah, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Jackson going to throw deep for the end zone. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Right back to Dobbins on first. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run the counter. Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. On the counter, Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll be brought down loose losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
3rd and inches.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Try to power it ahead with one. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Catch is made by Harry. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they